Adol!
Adol, you made it!
Pierre just got back from the castle a little while ago. Seems Bishop Nicholas made a good case on his behalf, and the Count saw fit to let him go.
Yes, he spoke far kinder things of me than I deserve. I owe him a tremendous debt of gratitude. Unfortunately, Chester was out on an errand for the Count at the time, so no answers were to be had on that front, and the bishop had no luck finding any information on the statues either, I'm afraid.
That is unfortunate, but we shall take the victories we can get. And the bishop is still there, so answers may yet be forthcoming. On another note, how did your investigation of the abandoned mine go, Adol?
Adol recounted all the events that transpired in the abandoned mine and detailed the items he acquired therein.
Amazing. You're like a magnet for danger.
Genos and Galbalan. I never thought I'd hear that name again, much less in this context.
You know what it is, then?
It's an old local legend. Long ago, a great and terrible beast known as Galbalan came from across the sea and took control of Felghana. He had the power to transform the people and spirits under his influence into twisted, evil creatures, or so it goes. But one day, a hero appeared, wielding a mighty sword. He was the warrior, Genos. He borrowed the powers of the gods and fought the beast, and at long last, against insurmountable odds, he won. And that's about the extent of what I know, I'm afraid. Legends like that aren't too popular these days. Barely anyone remembers them, save for old goots like me.
I've certainly never heard it before. But that does remind me. I asked Bishop Nicholas earlier if he happened to know the origin of the Ilburn's ruins. Apparently, it used to be a church of sorts, devoted to some long-lost pagan deity.
Interesting. Given the circumstances of late, it's not unreasonable to suspect there may be a connection. There's also one more thing that bears mentioning. Out in the Sienna Bay, there's an old deserted island we've always known by just one name. Genos Island. There was once a small village there, but it was ravaged and destroyed by disease 12 years ago.
What?
It happened 3 years before you arrived, so I'm not surprised you wouldn't know about it. Genos Village never had many dealings with Redmond, and the whole tragedy was so terrible. People rarely discuss it. I don't know much about the disease that killed them all, though, I'm afraid. According to the official statement from Valestein Castle, it was some sort of extremely severe fever.
This doesn't instill a lot of hope. An island named for the hero who defeated Galbalan, totally annihilated. The voice Adol heard is seeming less and less implausible, and more frightening.
Indeed. Adol, Dogi's gone to speak with his master, Berhart. Perhaps you should meet with Berhart as well. He's a rather eccentric man who's chosen a life of near solitude and devoted himself to studying the land's folklore. There's no one in Felghana who'd be more likely to know about Genos, Galbalan, the statues, and maybe even that voice.
I believe I'll return to the castle and update Bishop Nicholas on what we've discussed here. If you decide to follow Dogi, Adol, I suggest you exercise caution. The Elder Mountains are not hospitable.
wanna play a game with me? Really? You'll play? You're super awesome, mister! I wanna play treasure hunt, except you'll be the hunter and I'll be the pirate who hid all the booty. Arr! Avast, ye scallywag! Me treasure's been hid all across this scurvy town, and you're the only one who can find it. There be 4 stashes of rich stuff. If you can find them all, you'll be the king of the pirates! Now go, for I make ye walk the plank! Mr. Adol, there's something I wanted to ask you. My little Pickard buddies have been severely under the weather lately. I looked up their symptoms and it sounds like they got themselves some kind of disease. But how? I mean, I've always pampered them and showered them with love and protection. So how come they got sick? They've never gotten sick on my watch before, and certainly not this badly. I think they might even be dying. They just keep getting weaker and weaker. There's an herb called a berm leaf that grows in the Elder Mountains. It's supposed to be like a Pickard cure-all, but it's kinda rare and hard to find. And I'm way too young and fragile to scale those icy monster-infested slopes. I just don't know what to do. What I need is a hero who'll risk it all for great justice and cute Pickards.
What do you got for me? Come again.
find them all? And did I sound like a real pirate? I bet I did. So you know what? You can keep it. You did a really good job finding it, so I'm gonna give it to you as a present. I'll see you later, mister, but you gotta come play again real soon, okay?